Yo, what's up YouTube? Back again with another video, part 3 of a 4-part series on how to stay motivated, how to break bad habits, how to set goals, and how to save money. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about how to set goals, okay? You gotta have goals. You gotta know where you're trying to go, alright? So, I'm here to help you. Like I said, I done did all the research. I done watched all the videos, and I have read all of the articles, and I put it all into this one video for y'all. So let's get into it right now. What's up guys? So we're back again, and today we're going to be talking about how to set goals, alright? So the first step into wanting to set goals is to start off right, alright? A goal is just a guide for you, okay? So if you're in your car, you're going to the store, the road is your guide. The road is going to guide you to your destination. So a goal is your road. So the road is going to lead you to where you have to go, and you're just going to have to plan out that road. You're just going to have to pave that road so that you can get to where you want to go. And also, when you're on your way to somewhere that's new, you go to your GPS and you type in your destination. And along the way, Google, it'll tell you if there's an accident or if there's a detour that you need to take. All right. And so with that, you just want to make sure that you realize and you have full knowledge of certain challenges or certain tribulations that can come up when you're talking about the goals that you're trying to accomplish. All right, so you want to be thinking about the challenges that you can come up with. You want to be thinking about the road that you can take to get to your destination, which is your goals. And that's how you start off right with setting your goals. So yeah, you always want to start off right. You want to have the goal of having a goal. All right, so we've already talked about how to start off right with goals. So now we're going to have a little story time. We're going to talk about some of the experience I had with setting goals. All right, so when I got to school last year, I had a PowerPoint, and I went over that with my drumline, and I went over some expectations, some rules, and we also went over some guidelines for how to set goals. All right, so every day we were challenged with setting goals, and so that we would have a path for what we need to do for that practice. All right, so we would break it down into different types of goals that we had. We would break it down to different ways we can also hit those goals, and everybody had different goals. All right, that's the thing about it. Your goal, and your plan to reach your goal is going to be different from another person that's trying to reach their goal. All right, so you and another person beside you might want to lose 10 pounds, but your way of losing 10 pounds might be different from their way. They might have to incorporate a diet plan. You might not have to incorporate a diet plan. Maybe you just have to exercise and you have a high metabolism. All right, so you just have to think about how your goals are different from other people's goals, and you can't really compare. You just have to know yourself, and you have to know how to set your own goals. So yeah, every day, every day we had band practice. I sat down with my line before practice begun, and when we were eating our snacks before we went outside, I told them what was the goal for the day, what was the goals, and then once we got to that certain goal that we wanted to break, we broke it down. I told them how to do it, and with me doing that, we were able to accomplish a whole lot more because we were able to visualize what we're trying to get done, what we're trying to accomplish, and we stayed on top of each other. All right, if we said that we wanted to learn measures 1 through 25 the first half of practice, then we had that time limit. All right, it's 4:25, so that means we should be done with 1 through 25, measures 1 through 25, and then we'll okay, subsections, get into subsections for half an hour, and we'll also set goals of getting 25 through 30 done. All right, or that hard little section done. All right, running back over some hard sections or something like that. We always had goals, so we made sure we visualize and we get done what we had planned to do, because it keeps you straight, it keeps you in the right direction, and it's going to keep you from straying, it's going to keep you from procrastinating and all of that. So it's essential, I'm telling you guys, it's essential that you have goals, and I'm telling you how to do that right now. All right, so let's move on to number 3, which is the actual SMART goals. Okay, all right guys, we're on to the last tip number 3, which is to create SMART goals. All right, so the word SMART just stands for, the S stands for specific, the M stands for measurable, A stands for attainable, R stands for realistic, and T stands for time. All right, so you want to be specific with your goals. All right, so You want to identify what you're trying to do, how you're trying to do it, the reason behind it, your purpose, like I've been saying in all my other videos. And with you being specific, you have something that you can go off of. You can look back later on and you can say, hey, I accomplished that goal. All right. And then A, is it attainable? Excuse me, I don't know how to spell smart, y'all. Y'all leave a comment on if y'all know how to spell smart. All right. Smart, the M, measurable. Make sure that it's something that you can measure. Usually a quantity. You usually want it a quantity. Sometimes you can have descriptive words, but that's kind of subjective. So you usually want to use quantitative words. All right. So then A, attainable. Is it attainable? If I say I want to make $1 million in a week, all right, is that something that I can physically attain in 1 week? All right. So that's that. And then R, is it realistic? The A and the R are pretty much the same thing. The attainable and realistic. Is it something realistic? Is it something that you can actually accomplish in 1 week? Is it something that you can actually accomplish in a year? If I say I want $1 million in 10 years, then that's something I can, that's more attainable, something a little bit more realistic. All right. After I established myself a career, after I've gotten myself a degree, after I've went to college, things like that. And then finally, time. You always want to make sure that your goals have a time stamp to them. You want to make sure that, you say, I want to complete this in a year, complete this in 2 years, complete this, and then even closer, completing this in a month, completing this in a day. Have daily goals, all right? Make sure you have weekly goals, all right? And once you have these goals, you'll be better set up, and you'll be better ready to get on to college, and you'll have better goals, and you'll make yourself a better person. Whew, that was a mouthful. Let's just all take a second to thank God for the beautiful and cold air conditioner. All right, so we've talked about how to start off right, how to set our goals. All right, we've had a little story time, and now we're talking about SMART goals themselves. So we're talking about specific goals, we're talking about measurable goals, we're talking about attainable goals, realistic goals, and goals within a time frame. Your T is time. But if you make sure that your goals are answering, these 5 things, then your goal is going to be a SMART goal, and your goal is going to be a goal that can actually be achieved, that can actually be accomplished. All right, guys, so I gave y'all my 3 things on how to set goals. If y'all found this interesting, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe, because guess what? We got one more video coming, how to break bad habits. All right, so you have to go back and watch my videos on how to stay motivated, how to save money. This one is how to set goals, and then you also want to stay tuned for how to break bad habits. Okay, so see you guys in the next video.